The story starts out in a bar with a group of college students toasting to everyone participating in Professor Katai's class and wishing that they all get along. We see Kanzaki drinking while thinking whether the students in his class like dinner parties or if all college students are like that. He sat a little far away from Hanamori but was happy that she got over her fear of men. Some of his mates approached him and asked if they could sit next to him. The names of the two guys are Koji and Ino. Ino asked Kanzaki why he was drinking alone instead of joining Hanamori. Kanzaki said there wasn't any space there. Ino told him that Hanamori is popular and asked Kanzaki if he's done it with her, which made Kanzaki spit out his drink. While stammering, he asked why he would think that. Koji explained that Hanamori started being able to talk to men around when the two of them started working together on a project, so he thought something happened between the two of them. Kanzaki thought that Koji is observant, but he told him that they aren't dating yet. The guys started mocking him playfully. One of them said that not even dating, while the other yelled that it isn't bad for someone with a virgin face. Kanzaki thought that he said too much. One of them said that's a story worth hearing and asked him to go on, but the other told him to calm down, since he would find out about it soon enough instead of making a fool out of himself. Stuttering, Kanzaki told them he would greet Hanamori and go home. Looking at her, he saw her talking to a guy and wondered what they were arguing about. One of the guys told him that the dude with her is Kashi-kun, and he's been trying to pick up girls since he arrived. He said that Hanamori doesn't look like she's good at dealing with such situations, so he might try to take her home. Koji wondered if he should intervene, but Kanzaki stood up and immediately went over. We see Kashi-kun trying to use some lame pickup lines on Hanamori, the usual NTR crap. After arriving, Kanzaki stood behind Kashi-kun and looked down at him with a vicious gaze, which made Kashi-kun flinch and look back while breaking into a cold sweat. Kashi-kun tried sending him away by telling him that if he wants to talk to her about class, he can wait till later, but Kanzaki-kun shut him up. Kanzaki asked Hanamori if her house was far from there and said he was getting ready to leave, so he asked her if she wants him to take her home too. Hearing it, Hanamori's friends were surprised. Meanwhile, Hanamori thought she was in heaven. She took his hand and took off while Kashi-kun was pathetically trying to gain some attention. Honestly, she should have beaten the shit out of him. After they left, Kana told Kashi-kun that he never stood a chance, which surprised him, and he asked if those two were a couple. Koji said not yet, and Ino said it's only a matter of time. Mami praised Kashi-kun for trying his luck. Outside the bar, with an expression I still don't know how to describe, Kanzaki apologized to Hanamori. He said that even if the matter was settled, there would be weird rumors for a while, but he just couldn't help it, and Hanamori was baffled. Kanzaki continued explaining. He said the reason he acted like that was because Ino said he might take her home. He went on to spew a few simple lines before telling her that even though she's used to talking to men now, he still feels like she's going to get scared if she pushes herself, and he couldn't overlook that. She walked up to him, grabbed onto his clothes, and asked him how he knew, which surprised him. Hanamori told him that she is still scared of men, but even though she's gotten better because of him, she still gets nervous around a lot of men. She found Kashi-kun to be really scary, but because it's rare for all the classmates to get together, she had to try to adapt. But while she was there, she regretted going. She said she finds Kanzaki always reliable, because whenever she gets scared or hurt, he's always there to help her, and she was really lucky that they got paired together. Kanzaki inwardly wondered whose heart he had beating. Meanwhile, Hanamori thanked him. After hesitating for a while, he hugged her. While blushing, she asked him if his house was close by, that if he feels like it, she wants him to take her home. Right then and there, Kanzaki gained ultimate enlightenment. and he understood the deep meaning hidden in between her words, and he grabbed her hand and took her home with him. Once they arrived at his home, they merely started kissing. They kissed and kissed and kissed some more before they finally got into the adult stuff. And so they did it. After they did, we see Hanamori just finishing presenting hers and Kanzaki's project. When she was done, she thanked everyone for listening, and everyone applauded. The prof said it was a great presentation. He said the surveys matched the arguments and that they both presented it well. He gave special praise to Hanamori, saying that it's like she became a different person compared to when she started the assignment. He tried saying it must have been all his encouragement, but Hanamori cut him off by telling him it isn't what he thinks, before looking at Kanzaki. And just like that, the project came to a close and the class disbanded, but both Kanzaki and Hanamori became inseparable. Source of this doujin is BOKURA wa HANARE ga DEKINAI KETSURON.